I've been an astrologer and a spiritual teacher for many years now, and before I even came forward to talk about what I know, I studied even longer. So I have a lot of experience in observing transits and their spiritual implications. And I also have spent a lot of time in various astrology communities, and this year is objectively very heavy in transit change. We have a whole lot of planets that are giving us a hint of newness, but I think it's more so going to be full-blown visible next year, early next year, when Saturn solidifies in Aries, early 2026. And I know a lot of people are very excited about it, they talk a lot about it, but something that I want you to understand is that even if there are a lot of planets changing like they are right now, yes, it definitely means a fresh energy wave. But it is nothing more than a phase, a new phase in our collective lives, in our individual lives. And how that phase is going to be is going to depend on your chart. It's going to depend on the houses this activates, on your individual aspects, on how the transits aspect your individual aspects. So some people may say, well, it was better before. Some people may say, well, it's better now, because it all depends on their point of view. And just like with everything else, eventually this too shall pass. So while you are going through different experiences, it may be very hard when you are deeply immersed, either in happiness or sadness or pain. In the moment it feels like it's everything and it feels like it's never going to end. But it always does, inevitably. It always does. And embarking on spirituality and really having a perspective of astrology is about being able to take a step back and being able to understand the impermanence of any transit, because I like to say that an astrology transit is like a weather forecast. It may rain for a day, but then the rain's gonna stop. Which doesn't mean it will never rain again, it will just take some time before it comes back. It will never be quite the same. The point is that energy, just like physical phenomena, are the same thing after all, right? It comes and goes. So it's not like you shouldn't care or use those phases of your life to learn something, because you should milk it. You should make the most out of any phase of your life. Learn from both the painful and the pleasurable experiences. But spirituality really is about having a certain non-attachment towards any of them lasting. You can keep something solid, some understanding, some wisdom, some knowledge from each of these phases, but don't hold on to them. Don't hold on to the pain. People are more often than you think. And don't hold on to the things they think were good. Don't mourn them if they end, because everything has to. And that's okay, because the universe is intelligent, and if something has happened, it was for your sake, it was for you to learn something, and if something is ending, it's also because its time in your life has expired. And I know that may sound like I'm just saying it, but I'm also talking from a personal perspective. Believe it or not, I've lost a lot of good things in my life, so I know what I'm talking about. I know how hard it can be, but precisely because of both of my theoretical and personal experiences, I know well the feeling that natural spiritual intelligence we all have, I think, that tells us when something has run its course. Now, that doesn't have to mean that every aspect of your life is going to shatter. It may be just a change. For instance, let's say that you have a home you love and you want to keep it, right? Maybe just be time to repaint the room or renovate it. Doesn't mean you have to tear the house down or move out, right? It may be something smaller like that. But understand that we are given what we are given for a reason and for a time that is needed. And astrology really is not about trying to predict or control. This is about trying to understand how to make the most out of every single second of every single phase of your life. And this is something that I think should be talked about commonly, but it's not. Because when I read people talking about trends, all I talk about is what can I do? How can I fix this or that? How can I predict this or that? How can I know what's going to happen? People really think that astrology is like a wishing well that's going to give them what they want. And you don't always get what you want, but you always inevitably get what you need.